Hello everyone and a very warm welcome from the entire team at Gradeup. A very warm welcome to all of you from the entire team at Gradeup friends. A very warm and a hearty welcome to all of you from the entire team at Gradeup. Now friends, today we are going to have a revision class for CLAT 2020 aspirants. Today we are going to have a revision class for CLAT 2020 aspirants. So let's see what is the topic for today. The topic for today is the Sabrimala judgment. The Sabrimala temple and the Supreme Court of India, the judgment that was rendered by the Supreme Court of India in Sabrimala judgment and its relation to right to equality and right to worship. So today, friends, we are going to have this very important session. Okay, I'm sure that most of you has joined me by now. Okay, fantastic. So friends, in today's class we are going to have a discussion. Today we are going to have a discussion on the Sabrimala judgment of the Supreme Court of India. Okay, am I clear, friends? Am I clear to all of you, friends? Am I clear to all of you? Okay, am I clear to all of you, friends? Am I clear to all of you? So in today's class we are going to talk about the Sabrimala judgment of the Supreme Court of India. Am I clear? Am I clear to all of you? Am I clear to all of you? Okay, so what is all about this Sabrimala judgment? Let's see what is it all about. Now, insofar as the Sabrimala judgment is concerned, please try to understand what happened in the Sabrimala judgment. Now, there is a kind of a tradition insofar as the Sabrimala temple is concerned. Now, insofar as the Sabrimala temple is concerned, there was a kind of a custom that women between the age of 10 and 50, that women between the age of 10 and 50 were not allowed to enter into this shrine, into this Hindu temple. And what is the reason behind it? The reason behind it is very simple. The reason behind it was the fact that women between the age of 10 and 50 do menstruate. Am I clear? Am I clear to all of you? So there was this custom insofar as the Sabrimala temple is concerned that the women between 10 and 50 were not allowed inside the shrine. And what was the reason for it? The reason behind this thing was that the woman between the age of 10 and 50 do menstruate. And this custom came to be challenged before the Supreme Court of India, that everyone under the Indian Constitution has the freedom of religion. Every citizen, irrespective of their gender, has a freedom of religion. You have a right to enter a temple, so do I. You have a right to enter into a mosque, so do I. So why is only women between the age of 10 and 50 not allowed inside the Sabrimala temple? So today we are going to look into that. Now the name of the judgment is Kantaru versus Indian Young Lawyers Association. This is a 9-judge bench constitution judgment that was rendered in the month of February 2020 by a 9-judge bench consisting of the present Chief Justice of India, Justice Sarad Bobde, Justice Bhanumati, Justice Ashok Bhushan, Justice L. Nageshwar Rao, Justice Mohan Shantanagowda, Justice Abdul Nazir, Justice Subhash Reddy, Justice B.R. Gawai, and Justice Surya Kant. Now, this is a 9-judge bench judgment that we are going to talk about today. Am I clear? Am I clear to all of you? Am I clear to all of you? Okay. Now, so let's understand the Sabrimala judgment. Women in our society have always struggled for equal status and representation in public spaces. So it is a true fact that women over the years have always struggled to get equal status in our society. And please try to understand this fact that what has happened is simply this, that women struggled for a long period of time over the years to get entry into this Sabrimala shrine. Okay, women struggled for a long period of time to get entry into the Sabrimala shrine, which is located in the state of Kerala. Okay, now this temple that we are talking about today is an Ayappa temple in the Sabrimala region of Kerala. Am I clear? So please try to understand that women between 10 and 50 years, this is not 15, this is 50, 10 and 50 years, women between the age of 10 and 50 years of age, okay, have not been allowed to enter the temple shrine. Okay, now the provision relating to the restriction of women in temple are unconstitutional. This is the argument. The argument is this, that the provision relating to the restriction of women entering the temple is unconstitutional, since it is violative of Article 14, 15, 17, 25 and 26 of the Constitution of India. Am I clear on this? Now, what are the facts of the case? Please try to understand this. Okay, since these are revision classes, we shall move fast with the most important events that has happened relating to law in the last 1 year. You do not have even 1 month for your entrance examination. So these classes have been so designed to give you a very proper knowledge insofar as the recent legal events is concerned. Now let's look into the facts of the case. The facts of the case simply says that Hindu temple which is dedicated to Lord Ayappa is named the Sabrimala shrine, which is located in Kerala. The temple is inside the Periyar Tiger Reserve, okay, in the state of Kerala. Now the Sabrimala shrine, there is a restriction for women from entering into this shrine, especially women between the age of 10 and 50. Now this restriction was challenged before the Kerala High Court. Now the Kerala High Court upheld the century-old tradition and said that women should not be allowed inside this temple who are between 10 and 50. So this was the Kerala High Court judgment. The Kerala High Court judgment upheld the age-old or the century-old tradition that is followed, wherein the women were restricted from entering the shrine. Now, aggrieved by the High Court order, a group of 5 women lawyers moved the apex court against challenging the decision of the Kerala High Court. A very, very important thing for all of you to know. Am I clear? A very, very important thing for all of you to know. So, first and foremost, this judgment this judgment, this tradition was challenged before the Kerala High Court. Now, the Kerala High Court upheld the tradition, upheld the age-old tradition, and restricted the woman from entering into the Sabrimala shrine. Now, against that order, aggrieved by the order, aggrieved by the order shall of the Kerala High Court, some 5 women lawyers challenged that Kerala High Court's judgment before the Supreme Court of India. Am I clear? Now, what did the Kerala High Court say? Now, let us understand the years. Okay. Now, in the year 1990, a petition was filed against alleging that young women were visiting the Sabrimala temple. In the year 1991, the Kerala High Court held that women between the age of 10 and 50 were banned from offering any worship in the Sabrimala temple. Am I clear? This was done according to the prevalent practice of that time. Am I clear to all of you? Okay, that is 1991. In 1991, the Kerala High Court said that women between the age of 10 and 50 are banned from entering the Sabrimala temple. The High Court also directed the government of Kerala to enforce the order to ban women from entering the shrine. Now, please try to understand that the Kerala High Court further stated, the Kerala High Court further stated that such restrictions of women entering into the shrine is not violative of Article 15, 25 and 26 of the Constitution of India. Am I clear? So the Kerala High Court in the year 1991 very categorically held that women between the age of 10 and 50 are banned from entering the High Court, number one. Secondly, it also directed the government of Kerala to enforce the order of ban. Am I clear? Am I clear to all of you? The Kerala High Court further went on to hold that such restrictions of entering women into this shrine is violative of Article 15, 25 and 26 of the Constitution of India. Am I clear? Okay? Okay. Now, in the year 2006, please try to understand this. This is the most important thing that you should know. In the year 2006, some 6 women lawyers from the Indian Young Lawyers Association filed a writ petition before the Supreme Court of India challenging the ban to enter the Sabrimala temple, especially for women between 10 and 50. So, Young Lawyers Association, the Indian Young Lawyers Association, which consisted of 6 women lawyers, filed a petition before the Supreme Court of India to lift the ban that was imposed by the Kerala High Court in its judgment of 1991. Now, the question is whether this restriction that is imposed by the temple authorities is violative of Article 15, 25 and 26 of the Indian Constitution, and whether the Sabrimala temple has a denominational character. Okay. Now, let's understand the argument of the woman. okay, and the argument of the government. This is the most important part of your thing. Now, the argument in favor of women entry. This is very, very important. This is very, very important. Okay. Now, please try to understand what had happened. Now, there was a practice in Sabrimala that women between the age of 10 and 50 are not allowed to enter the temple. Okay. Now, this thing was challenged before the Kerala High Court. The Kerala High Court upheld the ban in the year 1991. Thereafter, later in 2005-2006, some 6 young Indian Lawyers Association, some 6 women lawyers challenged this ban, and they argued before the Supreme Court that menstruation is not impure and women should have equal rights to enter the Sabrimala temple. Very, very important that menstruation is not impure and women should have equal rights to enter the Sabrimala temple. Furthermore, they argued that women cannot be considered as impure based on menstruation, as it is gender discrimination. Very, very important. Furthermore, the arguments in favor of women entry was that this practice of not allowing a woman between the age of 10 and 50 insofar as the Sabrimala temple is concerned is violative of Article 14, because Article 14 embarks the fact that there should not be any kind of discrimination on the basis of age group of a woman, and this discrimination is unreasonable. Now, what was the arguments insofar as the Constitution of India is concerned? This is the law. You must understand it. Article 15 of the Constitution of India prohibits discrimination on the ground of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. Now, here is a practice which involves violation of Article 15 as it discriminates people on the basis of their sex. A 20-year man can enter into the temple, whereas a 20-year woman cannot. Please try to understand. Am I clear? Now, please try to understand that Article 15 of the Indian Constitution prohibits any kind of discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth, and gender. Now, here is a practice which discriminates a man from a woman. A 40-year-old man can go to Sabrimala temple, whereas a 40-year-old woman cannot enter the temple. That's the biggest thing. Now, insofar as point number 2 is concerned, Article 25 deals with freedom of conscience, of free profession, propagation and practice of religion. Article 25 deals with right to religion. Now, even if you are a woman, don't you have the right to practice your religion? Yes, you are. A man also has a right to practice his religion. Similarly, a woman also has a right to practice his or her religion. So, irrespective of your gender, you have a fundamental right to practice your religion. And thirdly, Article 26 of the Indian Constitution deals with freedom to manage religious affairs. Freedom to manage religious affairs. Now, this practice of not allowing a woman between the age of 10 and 50 inside the shrine is violative of Article 26 of the Constitution. Am I clear? Am I clear to all of you? Moving ahead. Now, what were the arguments against women entry? What was the argument against women entering the shrine? And those arguments were that there is no violation of Article 15, 25, and 26. The restriction is only in respect of women of a particular age. That means the government was trying to say that the government of Kerala was trying to say that these women, there is no discrimination on the basis of gender. The discrimination is only on the basis of a particular individual's age. A 65-year-old woman can also enter. A 55-year woman can also enter the shrine. A 9-year girl can also enter the shrine. The only difference is that the fact that only women between the age of 10 and 50 cannot enter. Am I clear? The second argument against women entry. The second argument against women entry is that this practice of restriction to the woman is made for women as a class, and it does not violate any of the articles of the Indian Constitution. And I personally believe that this argument is flawed, because this rule of banning women from entering into the temple is violative of the articles of the Indian Constitution. Now, the argument of the government of Kerala was also this, that there are certain places of worship where men are not allowed inside the temple. For example, the Brahma temple in Pushkar. Okay. Now, there are also temples in India where men are not allowed. Now, to give you an example, there are various Buddhist monasteries in Spiti and Ladakh where men are not allowed inside the monasteries. Am I clear? There are also certain places of worship where women are not allowed. For example, in Delhi, we have the Nizamuddin Aulia, okay, the Nizamuddin Aulia Dargah. Now, women are not allowed inside the shrine. They can sit outside the Nizamuddin Aulia Dargah. Now, there are a lot of places on earth. There are a lot of places on earth where men are also not allowed. Similarly, women are also not allowed. Now, in this Sabrimala issue, what has happened is this, that even women from Kerala, even women of Kerala, they do not want to enter the temple. It's a very, very important thing. Please mind you that even women, they don't want to enter the shrine because it is a very sacred place. They consider the Kerala women, they do not want to enter the shrine itself. Now let's come to what the Supreme Court held by a 4:1 majority. Chief Justice Deepak Mishra, R.F. Nariman, A.M. Khanwilkar and D.Y. Chandrachud of the Supreme Court held that the restriction of women in Sabrimala temple is unconstitutional. They held that women's fundamental right has been violated. Okay, so a 5-judge bench of the Supreme Court by a 4:1 majority held that this restriction of women in Sabrimala temple is unconstitutional. It further held that the practice violated the fundamental rights to equality. So what did the Supreme Court held? What did the Supreme Court held? The Supreme Court simply held that women cannot be barred from entering into this shrine. It also held that the practice of banning women from entering into a temple is violative of their fundamental rights to equality, liberty, and freedom of religion. So Article 14, 15, 19, 21 and 25 rights are violated owing to the fact that women between the age of 10 and 50 are not allowed to enter this shrine. Very, very important. Okay. Okay. Uh, it was not an unanimous decision. Shwetang Mishra, it was not an unanimous decision. It is okay. It is just a 4:1 majority. Okay, there are 4:1 majority. So there were 5 judges: Justice Deepak Mishra, Justice Nariman, Justice Khanvilkar, and Justice Chandrachud on one side, and there was one lone dissenter, that was Justice Indu Malhotra. Justice Indu Malhotra said that this tradition is absolutely legal. Justice Indu Malhotra said that this practice of not allowing women into the shrine is absolutely legal. Okay. Okay. So the restriction. So what did the 4 judges say? The 4 judges stated very categorically that this age-old practice is unconstitutional since it is violative of Article 14, 15, 19, 21, and 25. And therefore, the Supreme Court directed allowing the entry of women of all age group. So the Supreme Court allowed the entry of women of all age group into the shrine. What did the Supreme Court say? The Supreme Court said, and I quote, "We have no doubt in saying that such practice infringes the right of women to enter a temple and freely practice Hindu religion." Very, very important for all of you. The Supreme Court said that we have no doubt in saying that such practice infringes the right of women to enter a temple and freely practice Hindu religion. Furthermore, it stated that devotion cannot be subjected to gender discrimination. This was the words of the Honorable Supreme Court of India. Am I clear? These were the words of the Honorable Supreme Court of India. Now let's understand what did Justice Indu Malhotra, who did not agree with the 4 judges, say. Justice Indu Malhotra was the sole dissenter in this matter. And what did she say? She says that issues of religious sentiment should not be ordinarily interfered by courts, because she says simply this, that this matter is a matter of religious sentiments. This is a matter of religious sentiments, and henceforth court should not interfere in such matters. Number one. Number two, she said that court should not interrupt in this matter unless there is any resentful person from that section of the society. Now, what did she mean by that? She meant that court should not interfere in such matters unless there is an absolute huge ruckus in the society. Suppose there are 10,000 women who from Kerala who wants to enter the temple. Only then, if the society tomorrow goes against this custom, only then court should interfere, or else generally court should not interfere. Am I clear to all of you? Am I clear? Am I clear? Did you understand, friends? Am I clear to all of you? Okay. Okay. So this was Justice Indu Malhotra stating that court should not interfere in these kind of matters where religious sentiments are involved. The, the judge also further stated that noting of rationality should not be seen in religious matter. Rationality should not be seen in matters of religious matters, because if today women are allowed, this is what the judge has said. I do not think that I am saying so. This is what the judge simply stated. The judge, Justice Indu Malhotra, furthermore stated that in matters of religion, rationality should not be seen. I am not saying so. It is the Honorable Judge, Justice Indu Malhotra, saying. So do not interfere that I am saying it. Okay. Okay. Let's move ahead. Okay. Furthermore, Justice Indu Malhotra furthermore stated that shrine and the deity, the shrine, the protection, they are protected under Article 25 of the Indian Constitution. That means she simply stated that this practice of not allowing women, inside the Sabrimala temple between the age of 10 and 50 is protected under Article 25 of the Indian Constitution. Am I clear? Am I clear? Okay. Okay, so a lot of people might say that this judgment is 4 male judges saying that women should enter, and there is 1 female judge who says women should not enter. It is up to you to interpret how the Supreme Court decided. You can criticize a judgment of the Supreme Court, but you cannot criticize a judge. You can say that the judgment is right, you can say that the judgment is wrong, but you cannot say that the judge has malified intention of giving a judgment. Then you are hauled up under contempt. Keep that in your mind. Okay, you can definitely criticize a judgment. You can definitely criticize a judgment, but you cannot criticize or say that the judge intentionally gave a wrong judgment for this reason. Then you can be hauled up for contempt. Am I clear? Am I clear? Now, Gradeup brings to you, Gradeup has very recently, yesterday itself, has launched Gradeup Super. Gradeup has launched Gradeup Super, a very, very important thing for all of you. Okay, Gradeup has launched Gradeup Super. Okay, now Gradeup Super has been launched, and you can get unlimited access to all structured live courses and mock tests. You can avail unlimited access to all structured live courses and mock tests for CLAT. So you also get 2x validity and 20% discount. So go to the Gradeup app today. You go to the Gradeup app today and download the Gradeup app, and so that you can avail Gradeup Super service. Am I clear? Am I clear to all of you? Friends, do like the session, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, moving ahead, what happened after the judgment? After the judgment, under Article 137, there is a scope of review which empowers the Supreme Court, to review its own order. So Article 137 of the Indian Constitution empowers the Supreme Court to review its own decision. Now, this 5-judge bench order has been referred to a larger bench. The 5-judge bench's order under review has been referred to a larger bench. Keep that in your mind. Am I clear? So what Justice Deepak Mishra, Justice Khanvilkar, Justice Chandrachud, and Justice Indu Malhotra has said has been referred to a larger bench. The larger bench has not till date has not pronounced a judgment. So we don't know whether the ban is legal or illegal. So until the Supreme Court decide whether this ban is legal or not, we don't know what is the correct thing. Okay. Okay. So friends, do like the session, do subscribe to our YouTube channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you do not miss on any of our notification. With this, we come to the end of today's class. With this, we come to the end of today's class. Thank you very, very much. God bless you. Stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. Thank you. God bless you.